Hello everybody and welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. We're going to be taking a look at an interesting matchup, SMC Tactical versus Blaze. Looking forward to this one. This is a top tier matchup at the end of the season, so you know it's pretty dang important. We're going to dive right into the pick bans because these guys have been patiently waiting for us to revert to the old build. So, the ban from the home team is going to be Downfall. Ban for Blaze is going to be Burbia. So long and short range off the table, and we're going to kick things off with SMC's map pick, and it is going to be Anchor, so we're going to get right into a short range battle between the two squads, and we'll see just how it shakes out. I'm looking forward to this series. Should be pretty dang entertaining to watch, so here you are tuning in. Don't miss out on this action. Everything is ready. Go ahead. Should be diving underway. Let's hop into the roster real quick. Over on SMC Tactical, we have Captain Soda, Triple Nipple, Landon Jordan, Mr. Beefy, and Pone Cake. So the standard SMC 5. Over on Blaze, Prefontaine, Noman, Zero, Verds, and Batman. Noman putting a lot of effort into his team lately, making sure they're trained, prepped, and ready for these top-tier matchups. There's a lot on the line. We do look at the world rankings. This is number 4 versus number 8. So if Blaze lose this, they're at risk of dipping down and out. I mean, this is a huge matchup for Blaze when you look at those standings. If they can take this, they're going to be in. They could potentially be in that top 7 scenario. They might not have to compete in the wild card. Very important series for Blaze, and already the pre-fire from Noman kicking things off. Noman finds one early. That's a huge pick. Verds getting up and forward here. Might be able to find Captain Soda if he just peeks a little bit. Soda does spot him. The trade going out. Batman on the meanwhile is flanked her on the left side and caught himself a pick. And SMC are down to 2. Good shots from Landon and Orez. Huge plays for him. Bring SMC back into it. Shots from Soda. Secure Verds, and now Blaze on the back foot into the 3v2. Just like that, SMC swinging it in their favor. Fontaine crashing in from that back position, realizing he has to be on top of objective with Zero. It's the right move because the rest of them are all topside. They're going to make their approach from this topside and not revert to the back. Smoke's starting to come in. Maybe they're thinking cap. Pick up from Soda. Can he find Prefontaine? Prefontaine should see it. Oh, he did see the cross, and Prefontaine gets into the crates in time. Code's getting punched in by Soda. Prefontaine does find one, but is picked up. SMC in a very strong round 1 take the lead. all the time used. That pre-round timer. We hop into round number 2. Map 1. Ooh, Landon risking the peak. Shots go out just a little bit before that timer. Safe. Soda's going to fast advance up this right side. Finds himself one. A nice pickup, and he's going to instantly back away. That's enough for him. SMC feeling good with a wild though. Fast push. Batman finds one, and Verge is already at the stairs. The back end of objective. We're going to have to keep an eye on this move. Getting tossed in this center push. That nade almost killing Prefontaine if Prefontaine was any more out of position. That push. Verrid's shield out, also trying to maneuver his way up the stairs. Wronged push coming in right now. Birds can't find the kills he needs, but Batman does somehow, as Prefontaine also picking up some rotators. Beefy aware of this, does catch him out. Some good refrags. SMC into a 2. Scratch that 1v2. And that angle! Wow, Batman. Threading the needle. 5-1. Yeah, he absolutely carried his team into a victory there. An excellent play from him. Puts Blaze into a tie ball game. ADs are strong, and we're going to go to a backside objective. Round number 3 of map 1.
Hey, just remember, they can camp on the room next to the objective room, next to the bunk beds.
Go ahead and highlight what that room was Zero was talking about. Actually, a few of them. This one is one that you definitely got to keep your eye on. People can cap right inside here. Another popular one is right inside here, this room. Fast push from SMC applies as any. Batman already catching some flack from the push, and looks like Trip had a shield. Safe. Not surprising these guys wanted to go to the old build and utilize these shields. I think the shields did get a bit of a nerf. Size decreased just a bit with the most recent update. And as a reminder, we are on the old build here. Finding one. Oda about to run into Zero. Grabs him. Push from SMC. Looking good as Batman really the front lines. Noman picks up Soda. Bird's almost getting shot in the crossing. Batman does get picked up by Ponecake inside the crate, and Ponecake's looking for another. Shots from Noman trying to secure Trip. Verd's able to pick up that refrag, and he's the last one alive now into this 1v3. He's got to be careful peeking this window here. Landon might get an angle. Hey, Beefy goes down, but Landon does find the angle, pick him up, and SMC secure themselves their second Marsuck round. Realize we're not picking up. Oh well, we'll see if we can cut that awkward silence between rounds with something, with some sort of music next time as we hop into round number 4. Up number 1. Ooh, I think Trip wanted to drop that. That it was on the edge. This top. Slightly less effective at all. No. It's gonna be tough for them to see, so look at the push. Prefontaine up on the top, on the backside. The rest of his team does push up underneath. That's gonna happen. You're gonna see those two you see there pushing up past the defenders. They're underground. Coming up on that C. Actually.
Middle room, middle.
Batman. Birds. Pwnecake finding Noman. Shots coming in from Zero, trying to pick up that refrag. Grabs himself another on this side, just denying Blaze entry. But Verds is one of these stairs. Trip has his eyes on. Defend against this push. Or should do some work. Does seem to be relatively aware of this push coming in. Ooh, and Verds does spot it out on the corner. Doesn't actually defuse it as it does get detonated, but that is that push sort of denied. Now Verds is going to have to deal with defenders that he knows is here, and Landon shutting down the front push, so it is all up to the two on the stairs now. Hold by Vert. Tries to toss that up through that little doorway, but can't quite get it there. Would have been a real nice toss. Might have killed Trip because he cooked it just the right time, but Batman making sure nobody's going on the hard flank, and that isn't happening. SMC staying on top of OBJ.
Coming up left side. He's behind left container.
Rotated out from underneath. Started to make their approach from the top. Verds has that shield still. Batman's looking for picks onto Landon. And these guys are just really up in the face of this upstairs push. Landon and Beefy eyes on a nice nade. Almost does catch Landon out. Batman here. What are they going to do against Verds? C4 detonated nades coming in and not being too effective. Beefy does catch him out on the rotation. Up to Batman in a 1v5, and they know right where he is.
No, I'm not here. I'm an illusion. I'm an illusion.
They swarm him, they taunt him, they take him down. SMC pushing their lead up 3-1. See if we can solve this song. We're actually getting into this one. Over to the side of SMC Tactical on the offense as we hop into Round number
Let me first.
5.
Let me first. I know, right? I remember my first beer. Get out of my... Shut up.
SMC aware of the timing and how far they can get before the other team can spot them. Not that aware. One goes down, the shield user. The push on the other end, pretty effective as Noman gets picked up. Batman going down on the left side. Nades coming in, and it's a smoke. The res gets picked up, but Beefy able to find the refrag down the lane, and we'll see if Pwnecake tries to push quickly with the smoke he's just deployed.
Trip, you do that, okay?
Eye on Landon as well. Backed off just a bit. They've retrieved the shield. Beef to help him. Nice cover and fire onto Prefontaine, who peeks the corner. Side train, but Soda is also on the backside. Pwnecake finds the shots. Soda, meanwhile, does inch his way in. Zero is all alone. SMC has whittled away the defense. Go peeking. Backside. And he is totally unaware of Soda positioned right on top of OBJ. They secure themselves the kill and go up one map, 4-1. Curious to see what our next map is. There's no teasing anymore, as you can kind of tell with the load screens. Quarantine. Map number. Cool behind the scenes is how we but are the right sides. No subs coming in for either one of them. Map pick, so hopefully they can rally back after a tough map number 1 on Tanker. Definitely tell SMC had some good positions in mind there. Definitely a map of their choice because they have, let's say, a pretty strong defensive and offensive setup. If that carries over onto Corn, Blaze can answer back. Looking bad on some of those rounds, but at the same time, SMC had some pretty AD. Find out. The map pick me Blaze, and if it's enough to get them this against SMC. Up into map number 2.
It's not working. Hold on. Damn it.
I don't know. What? Time of day. We'll head on over to the Blaze side of things. Get the quicker spawn. We have a fast push, as they should be. SMC played it pretty aggressive on, especially on the top side. It's going long rotation just so we can avoid the corner. Batman is peeking now. Ending that. Here. Ooh! An interesting angle. Could just see over the top of the wall. Yeah, and a little bump that Birds went up on. Peeking himself up over the ledge, and he found a really nice pickup. SMC an early advantage, 5v4. getting a little aggressive. Look at the SM's defensive setup. Beefy grip out under the plane wing to make sure nobody's rotating. Dicey on overzealous. They do have an ankle far back train.
Yeah, I'm checking, but I'm not checking the crest per se. I'm just.
Oh, that is an interesting rotation.
Can actually be there with the sniper.
Go unnoticed by Pwnecake.
Yeah.
42 on the clock. All berms to his advantage. Overwatch position. Finally, we've got the camera back over to him. He's got that sniper. Soda finds one on the rooftop.
One down east of the roof.
3 minutes left. It does look like the rest of the team is starting to move up just a bit. Noman. Toughen angle onto that corner there. He does see the peek. Wonder if Pwnecake spotted him here. He did. He goes for the re-peek and he picks him off. Shots from Pwnecake. They know his position now, though. If free pain or anybody tries to find the refrags.
Northeast. Towards north.
Perspective over Landon's shoulder as Prefontaine does inch around the north. At an angle Landon's been covering the entire round. Being diligent on it.
One north side with me. One north side with me.
Pretty deep smoke. Pwnecake able to catch Zero trying to cross over and get up with his team. That's from there, and he's going to also angle. Doesn't actually catch the rotation.
Got one. I'm not sure if it's a dead body or not.
Certainly trapped Prefontaine in a bad spot here. Oh, goes for the cross, catches Landon on the rotation. Oh, can't get Pwnecake peeking hard and fast. SMC continue to power through this series and push their lead up 1-0 on map 2. Dive right on into round number 2. If Blaze can defend the objective as strong. It's going to be mirrored spawn, so we'll see what they do being that southeast spawn, about as far away from the objective as they can get. It. Suppressive fire from Beefy, allowing the rest to push up into the courtyard, just to be sure no one's peeking rooftop. Noman peek.
One's at Wambulance.
Opting to go up onto that rooftop. Ooh, shots from the middle courtyard.
Tank engine courtyard, one at blue car, one at ambulance.
Got all the information, radioing it in. On from 0, or at least he's getting advanced positioning. Pwn Cake also far forward. Wonder if he saw 0 cross, and that's why he's trained in here. Bot smoke. Soda actually finding Verds.
Twins made it across.
Bro is pushed out. He's getting a little bit aggressive. Super aggressive here. This is very risky if his team dies. And now he's given up his position. Shots coming in. Triple's looking for the angle. But Trip drops back in time, heals himself up, and they know he's right there. Frankly, if they can just suppress and leave him there, they have some interesting opportunities on their hands. Dropped back from the Birds. Go up there and get the res on him. Bro, meanwhile, does push himself out on the opposite side. Catching Triple. I wonder if Trip just kind of forgot about him. Maybe he wasn't really... Very Beefy and Soda are obviously very aware of his presence here. Patience inside burning pays off. Now Landon. That's from Pwn Cake up over the wall. Finds Prefontaine, and we'll see if Bashir Landon's orchestrating can work out. A hard push. Batman able to deny one. Landon does scoop up Noman. Now Verd's looking for the refrag. This is in a tough spot. Is Pwn Cake on his left? On his right. Doesn't land the shots on the Landon. Now he's exposed. I wonder if Pwn Cake will try and advance or toss a nade up top. Verds is able to secure a rooftop at the very least. Aware to Pwn Cake. And he is actually the last defender alive, so comes up and over. Does not find Landon as Pwn Cake gets aggressive on the other end. Chaos across all fronts as SMC take their Marsoc round, pushing their lead 2-0. Very good looking SMC right now. They are making... I mean, they're doing quite well against Blaze. I mean, we know Blaze is capable taking rounds. Noman's done a great job of training his team. They practice diligently. Certainly need to. Right now, their worldwide rank is 8th. If they lose this against the ranked number 4, not going to be a ton of MMR loss, but it puts them in a tough spot because now they're really competing if they want to get into the top 7. I think is this the last week there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. This is the last week of regular season. If Blaze can't take this matchup against SMC, they will not be getting up into the top 7. And they will have to compete in the wild card. Wow. I just realized this was the last week. This is super, super important for Blaze right here, and they are so far having a tough bout up against SMC.
They can't get to him before us.
Well, try and listen for him and pop it. Maybe don't free fire too early.
I'm gonna see.
Birds maybe bring some early aggression here. Crossing. Omen was there. Audio Audio coming in. It's just been so quiet. No shots fired. Center has no rotate far, far. Right angle. Big pre-fire coming in from Soda. They now know a ones at least. Have an idea of it. Be spotted.
Bad nade, watch out.
Uh-oh, that's a terrible nade. A poor toss, and he actually gets caught out trying to reach his rifle on the ground. Zero able to find the frag. Big pickup for Blaze.
I do not know.
Exactly what they needed.
I do not know if I just downed him or not.
Fuck. Or if Cap is on their mind right now.
That guy downed.
Take a look at Noman over on the east. And airburst before it can get to zero. Crossing with this aggression and the distraction, a great time for him to get across the street. Up here to the center, and he could potentially be a threat from the south if no one's paying attention. Since he's dangerous advance here on this nose. Trip taking some shots. Zero could charge him. Doused in smoke. Soda able to find one, and Zero's in way in. Trip takes some shots and able to find the frag through the smoke. Birds in the meanwhile does take Soda off behind Trip, and Trip's looking for the refrag. Picks up Birds in the dome, and now Noman eyes on with his sniper rifle trying to find any grab land. Get risk here. On he goes. Noman finds the pick on the southeast corner. Now he's going to rotate around to the south, and they could do a potential nice pinch here. It looks like also Blaze is going to go in for the res. Well, as SMC. So I think we're going to get back into it. Hey.
On South Plain Wing? 2 minutes.
I wonder if you can find dating. That's in Batman. He drops back, realizes one.
Behind the wall, can't tell.
Everybody is taking shots here. This is a three-man battle. One goes down as Ponecake picks up Batman. Does take some shots from Noman on the backside. Not actually re-peeking that either as Noman crosses out. think he's going to catch Ponecake off guard. Some good shots from him.
Dead in
Gas
village.
station. Ponecake being resible will draw out a rotation. Footsteps.
Their last guy just rotated back OBJ. 60 seconds.
We're going to keep our eyes there, but Prefontaine finds shots on the other end, and now it does come down to Landon. Fontaine is actually going to be able to rotate around and scoop up Ponecake. Almost kills him with some unintended fire, and Prefontaine has an opportunity to catch a rotation off Ponecake, but can't get him before he gets to the wall. And Landon able to get out an overzealous Prefontaine. Was looking like a nice move from Blaze, not able to come together, and SMC push their lead up 3-0. Round number 4. The potential last chance. Every chance now is the possible last chance for Blaze to get themselves up into the top 7 where they don't have to compete with wild card. Board. Fire coming in from 0. Smokes are deployed. Not letting up on that fire. Does manage to cross, but now he has to reload. Rip actually finding one up on the north. Noman getting super aggressive, trying to rotate real far. Finds one from the rubble. Does catch that rotator out. Yep, he just picked up the kill way over on this north side. Solid air burst. Bird's almost getting his head shot off there. Beefy's trained in. Another nade coming in up and over. Blocked by the wall. A couple of great tosses here onto Bird's position, though. Have eyes trained on the second story, but Batman's not there. Left in this 4v4. Beefy moves, doesn't go. Noticed by Verds. Aggressive onto Batman, who just misses his rotation and gets shot in the back by Landon as he abandons angle he just exposed himself to. Blaze now could be it. Series point. Zero does get Soda out on the cross, and they start their comeback. Beefy here has some great angles. Decides to take them. Almost catches Zero's head. Patient. Rip could pay off for them soon. He does spot the back of a defender.
One dead, I'm crossing the street. Humvees now.
Like SMC's round, SMC's map, and SMC's series. Unless Zero can mount this 1v3 comeback. Facility getting tossed his way. He tries to peek the corner, and Beefy catches him out. SMC take Blaze's map pick 4-0. Tough series for sure for the Blaze squad, but really just a super tight performance from SMC, able to find the angles, find the picks early in most cases. SMC are actually going to sub in someone here. Beefy would be who they're rotating out. Nope, no subs. Beefy's brought in. Round underway. Cargo. Third map of choice.
Yeah, at the end there, that was good surrounding and good distraction. Yeah, I'll go.
I'm gonna be outside. Pushing up.
You go see outside? Okay.
Outside. Yeah, you wanna go in it? I'll let you know.
Early shots from Noman.
I didn't win my trade.
Defensive side, get Landon down. Birds securing the kill as he pushes forward and aggressive side. Big deploy. Exit. Smokey got there. Prefontaine in that forward position, able to catch out Beefy, but Pwnecake clear to push out. Prefontaine causing a ruckus. Bonecake able to grab him. Soda grabs Noman trying to get aggressive, and we're into a 3v3. A nice refrag from Birds, keeping things even. Trip has the shield. Captain Soda catches the rotation, and here comes the SMC tactical push onto objective. Can Batman watch both sides? Soda here. Challenge, but not before Trip can pick him off, and SMC go 5 unanswered points. 3 more. Early shots again from Noman. Aggressive push from Landon. Catching out Birds. Gets a second. Can't get the third. Holy moly. Prefontaine has charged his way through the defense. Prefontaine crashing forward here, getting right up into the grill of SMC. Trade in the tunnel. Soda catches Birds. Prefontaine rotates to get Trip, but can't get him as Soda shoots him in the back. Like decent positioning from Pre ends up not paying off. Falls into a 2. Able to catch one. Beefy able to get one. Batman now all alone. Out to radio in, he's going for the cap. Spots Batman rotating around to pick up 0. Grabs the kill, and SMC push their lead up 2-1. Gonna see if Landon was gonna peek that. Prefontaine able to grab one. Blaze trying to push on. Apply the heat as Verds gets aggressive as well. Landon can't find the kills. Fantastic shield blocking from Verds. Following the shots from Landon. Ponecake peeks out, finds one. Chaos. Okay, we're into the 1v1. Verds here. Side. Could be capping right now, but instead goes for shots on the Ponecake, and Ponecake somehow catches him out. SMC go up 3-1.
It's the pipes objective.
Wait, where am I going that way?
Try me again. Ooh, look at that.
I'm gonna.
Freaking delivery.
One dead.
Oh, calls out he's dead. Tries to bait out the move from Beefy, but Beefy actually peeks and finds the kill instead. Wasn't expecting him to be there. That's from a bit of an exchange here going in the corner.
There's enemy all the way far left.
I don't know where he went. He went left. I hit him once or twice. Move left, 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 left. Got him.
Again.
I got 4 bodies now.
Oh!
Okay, I'm down. We're both down. Nate.
Shut up, Trip. Why would you scream that, dude?
Because he's right there.
Where is he?
Drug me.
You see
In
him?
the booty hole.
Where is he?
Right here. Oh, he threw a nade, dude. I don't see him.
No, that's what it's not used. So use needle. Don't do it.
Trip. Never scream we're both down in the middle of a gunfight. Pancake is aware.
Well, I didn't want him to go for objective without us. Alright, let me go.
You hear the convo there. Comms, they
In
say.
the building, south of objective.
Trip's getting loud with his callouts.
Really? Into the building?
Rotation. The whistling from Trip, not enough.
Hey, high five.
Well, is enough, actually, as SMC take the final map. Take a look, gander at the KDs before they're gone as we switch over. Look at the total scoreline. 12-2 for SMC, an absolute dominating performance from them today. Looking very good this matchup, and I think if you're Globo and beginners and one of these top 5 teams, you gotta be pretty nervous about SMC if they're on point like they are today. Very solid performance from them. Super impressive. SMC able to take the whole thing, and I think that'll be it for us here on Master League 1. Well, there's some big matchups tomorrow that we're going to be taking our eyes on. Or actually Sunday, excuse me. There are also a bunch of matchups tomorrow as well, so you're going to want to keep your eyes peeled onto the Master League. This is the final week of Season 8, so lots on the line for some of these teams. how the MMR swings and when things fall. A few days. So stay tuned. Here you watch all the action. My name is NightFiree with 2 E's. Thank you for joining us. If you want to get involved in the VR Master League, head on over to vrmasterleague.com. You can register for a team, sign up to be a reservist, and also take a gander at all the other games we have available. We're also starting to introduce tournaments. Thanks. So, a lot of esports action over on vrmasterleague.com. With that, I'll be signing off. Again, my name is NightFiree with 2 E's. Thank you for joining me. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you there tomorrow and Sunday.